Hello, everybody. Um, so today, what I have for you is two passages from the Bible that I think are what we don't need losing sight on as clear-headed thinkers that believe in that God will eventually conquer Satan. We need to stay focused on our innocence, our self, our an inner child, if you will. So I'm going to read two passages from Matthew, chapter 18. Actually, it's a few more. Chapter 18, verses 1 to 7. Okay, so the first is titled the greatest in the kingdom. At that time, the disciples approached Jesus and said, "Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" He called a child over, placed it in their midst, and said, "Amen, I say to you, unless you turn and become like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever receives one child such as this in my name receives me. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea. Woe to the world because of things that cause sin. Such things must come, but woe to the one through whom they come." And I'll just keep going, actually. "If your hand or foot causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. It is better for you to enter into life maimed or crippled than with 2 hands or 2 feet to be thrown into eternal fire. And if your eye causes you to sin, tear it out and throw it away. It is better for you to enter into life with 1 eye than with 2 eyes to be thrown into fiery Gehenna." Okay, so I can just keep going, but really the whole objective today, at least, was just on focusing on these two passages on children. And obviously, the child here was a metaphor for our our innocent self, our inner self that we have to get in touch with. Um, I would not necessarily count on people that are in leadership lack of leadership positions these days to understand that, for obvious reasons. I don't think that in these times you're going to have good people in in leadership. They're going to have to steal it if they have. I mean, if they have to steal it, they'll steal it, and they're going to get down and dirty, and nothing is stopping these people. So that's all consistent with what we all expect. I mean, believe me, if there was good people in leadership, it would be a beautiful thing. And we were going to get there, but God has other plans, and maybe God is more concerned with banishing Satan once and for all than he is for giving us earthly pleasures. And I would have to agree, because it's like when you have a stalker, like think about your own personal life, and you have a stalker, and you never know if you like have to second guess yourself or be gaslighted and never feel safe because you have this stalker. It almost comes to the point where you just have to like get rid of them before you can actually be like enjoy the fruits of your labor and what God really wants for us. Well, if what God really, really wants for us is not going to be attained here in this world, he also promised us that he's gone off to prepare a better place for us. And and some people are not coming. he tells Satan, get behind me. You have to, like, get behind me, meaning I don't take your lead, fool. Or he's also said, where I am going, you cannot come. That's true. It's just that's just what people are like, that's what they want. So, like, back to the whole education question as to, well, if we were really interested in keeping our innocence and being, obviously, is we have to be rational, right? Or at least like reason, even at the level of a 7-year-old, because 7-year-olds are often a hell of a lot more lucid than people that are corrupted. They're like literally rotten inside. And like they walk around trying to take advantage of other people. And I can't wait until it just catches up to them, whether I'm here or in heaven. I mean, I'm not going to miss these people. So rather than to focus on voter suppression, I propose that we focus on intelligence suppression. Because right now, the true suppression going on is on intelligence. People that found power the easy way, like the way to just put up a facade and pretend like they read, are not intelligent people. They know how to play people. They know how to win the popularity vote and be irresponsible, basically. So I'm telling you, like, my life started to change as soon as the Democrats started to scheme on how to steal the elections. I'm so receptive and instinctive. Like it's a curse. It's a curse and a blessing. It's like a curse because they, like, the forces that be, if you will, really think that I'm gonna start, like, I'm gonna let it get to me that they're trash. No. Like, okay, you might want me to be like you and your hoary self and all your hoary followers, but it's not gonna happen. I'll tell you that. It's not gonna happen. I would put my neck out and just go ahead and chop my head off. And then the other thing we have to worry about. Okay, so forget voter suppression, because you know what? I would be okay if uninformed, uneducated people didn't vote. That's why a lot of criminals aren't allowed to vote. I don't know when the law changed on that, but criminals that are going to deal crack to people like Hunter Biden, and then have these, parties with the hookers that are gonna, I guess, be like complicit with them, are just gonna try and get the rest of us into the same scheme. That's like the nature of the beast and the horror one, which it is going to come from a position of power. I mean, this person is going to encourage trash. Um, so yeah, I would be. I mean, voter suppression is not even, like, that's not the root cause of anything. It's intelligence suppression that is really the problem right now. The administration, the current administration is so sad that they think that they could actually fool the rest of us. We're not supposed to be intelligent. We're not supposed to ask questions. We're not supposed to know anything. But we should, because we want to make responsible voting decisions. So as long as our intelligence isn't being insulted or suppressed, or we're being gaslighted, or, excuse me, or just all of the above, like in some sort of like abusive relationship with the administration, which I know they're already lining up like every other possibility why everybody's life could have gone wrong. It's not the administration. It's the fact that there was all these migrants, and then they're just going to find everybody else to blame it on. You're sad. You're a sad, sad, sad creature. But hey, I guess we all have a purpose, right? Okay, so the next thing I want to focus on is we can really throw like the word supremacy around. I mean, these days it's really more like Black supremacy. It's like, get a grip. You're not superior just because you can whine and complain all day long. I mean, I'm not, I'm not allergic to Black people. I'm not delicate towards Black people. I don't feel better than Black people. Stop like trying to get everybody to be Black. Stop. That's Black supremacy. Instead, we should be focusing on what's really going on, riffraff supremacy. That's what's happening right now. The only supremacy that's going on right now is riffraff. Riffraff is being elevated, and decency is being suppressed. Intelligence is being suppressed. Riffraff is being elevated. Look around you. So yeah, half the people are walking around asleep. That's up to them. I don't need to be like walk around like a zombie, like a mindless little zombie that's just like content and conforms to everything. I'm a big girl. I can make decisions for myself. So let's keep it straight. Let's keep it straight on those two things, okay? At the end of the day, is you're not fooling anybody, and guess what else? People are waiting for that one, a true leader. So hopefully, with more um, with more voter laws that come into play, that riffraff can never steal the election, can never basically hijack. I mean, that's a heist. That's a heist. That's a very well organized heist. It does have to do with this administration. By far, it has to do with this administration. It has to do with the fact that they've committed crimes, them and their circle of people that they're just all colluding about, because like, there's a saying in Spanish, luego le sacan todos sus what is it called? I don't know. Either way, sus trapitos sucios. Like people like try and tell me like that I have something to hide or skeletons in my closet. I pretty much put everything online or on my website. So you judge me. I don't care. I mean, I'm good with God. My conscience is very clear. I just don't want to have to pay for the stupidity of the riffraff that is getting it elevated now. So now they're walking around like it's really about riffraff supremacy. Like they are walking around like they're entitled. No, since when is riffraff better than decent people? I mean, that's fucking sad. And okay, so if everybody is waiting for somebody to do something about it, that's the problem. So I mean, this isn't a call to action. I'm just saying, like, don't expect for things to. Yes, it is going to snowball. The more you let things go, and the more you shy away from a responsibility that ultimately you have to yourself, first and foremost, is it. I mean, you don't want to look back and think, if I had just said something about it then. But yeah, I'm not going to be. I'm not going to be one of the 5 virgins that gets jacked when I have a candle in my oil, because I know there's a bunch of you little trash around, and you're going to want to get something for me. No, it's not going to happen. Nice try though. Wish you luck with that one. All right, so yeah, don't wait for anybody to like be your hero. Be a person that very respectfully disagrees with trashy people. Like, man, you're polluted inside. You need to, like, go get a exorcism or something. I mean, yeah, people try and grow on me. You know what? It's what comes out that defiles. Do you see me acting like trash? No. So I have nothing to hide, and you know what? the opinion that trashy people might have doesn't count. It doesn't count for votes. It doesn't count for judging others. It doesn't count for diddly squat. So, yeah, I mean, definitely keep up being an objective observer. Keep things real. Don't bother offending anybody. If they don't know that they're wrong, somebody ought to tell them. I mean, we're only being like the best friend they're ever going to have. Like, I just have to tell you something right now. You need to like work on cultivating that junkyard up here because, my God, it's filthy. It's beyond. It's like, how did that happen? Never mind. I don't really want to know how that happened. It's like, it's trash. Like, circling around me. Come on. They don't care how like that they never get anywhere with me. Like all the pressure they try and put, all the suppression they try and put on me, it like it should be embarrassing to them. Oh, but they have all these games and tricks up their sleeves. And me mentioning so should be scary, right? Oh no, now people are gonna think that I have tricks up my sleeve. Um, okay. Then you can go ahead and defend yourself from me, like I do from trash. And I would be okay with it. That's perfectly fine. We're all supposed to defend ourselves from one another. It's called accountability. So yeah, so I wouldn't mind really. I mean, but the whole point is that trashy people are trashy with the intent that they're just going to drag as many people down with them as they possibly can, and that's that. You just have to defend yourself. It's hard, and it's going to get harder because I mean, you have no idea yet the extreme that people are willing to go to like grow on you and like want to like be you, like disgusting. Like they're not even going to ask. You know what that is? That's an abomination. That's a fucking abomination. And the most infuriating thing is they get nowhere. So, and anyhow, I know that, you know, complicit trash is already too deep in doo-doo to even listen to me. So I'm not really addressing this message to trash. They know what I think, obviously. If they, oh, believe me, oh, I would get I would get 8 hours of sleep at night if I was trash. No, it's not people that are actually are godly and that are you know good natured and still want to progress and improve their lives and themselves and hope and serve others that are sleeping well at night. That's not how it's going to work. And again, if some deep fake gets out there about me, kick my ass because I sure as hell would. Do it. Kick my ass, dude. Because I mean, I don't want some like evil twin of mine out there trying to like confuse me, trying to confuse people about who I am by basically trying to convince people that I'm the trash that they are, which is so sad and pathetic because like the only way that they can actually like go around dirtying other people and polluting people's heads is by putting their own dirty, filthy conscience through you, like to I mean, it's like it's the saddest thing, but sad for them, really. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. I know, man, I have self-control. Um, Either way, I think that's all I had today. I'm just, you know, don't lose your faith. It really does come down to faith. That's like the first thing that is gonna happen. It is you're gonna be let down, and they're gonna make you lose hope and you're going to have to find that faith, but then they're going to have I mean, they're just going to have like all these bags of tricks to keep you from being who you, like a good, God-loving person. And when I say they haven't exactly introduced themselves to me. Whoever is trying to grow on me and trying to like get me, like trying to make me theirs, basically. We all know what I'm talking about, okay? It's not like crazy. It's crazy makers for sure, but stay strong. Stay mentally strong. Don't give in to these corrupted people that just need a scapegoat. They just need a scapegoat. You're not luxurious or a better person by not acknowledging the trash in this world. Okay, it doesn't make you prissy. It doesn't make you an elite. It doesn't make you affluent. It makes you ignorant. It makes you riffraff. And it makes you suppress the facts, intelligent people, clarity, the truth. That's what it makes you, scummy. And that's what I want to leave you with. Just don't lose the faith. It's what's out there. I don't go around, like I said, if I did, you can kick me into the middle of next week for all I care. Trust me, because when you come around then and do your whole whatever it is you call it, your like little mental games, mental gymnastics, no, ringing a bell? It's you're probably going to end up in a situation that's pretty embarrassing to you. Okay, so but I'll do it both publicly and in the realm of the supernatural. The nominal world, is it? Okay. Same thing to me. Yeah. Too bad for those guys that like those hookers and just want to stuff everybody else with them. That's too bad for them. Because as I just read, you are going to pay for that. You're going to pay big time. And I just can't wait to see the day. And I will. And God is here to collect his and to leave everybody else behind. Of that, I'm sure. And that is my comfort. And that is where I pull my faith from. That goes for everybody. So it's your decision. I know that there's still a lot of good people out there, and I live in solidarity with those and not with the trash that's trying to bring the rest of us down. We may be fewer, but one good person is more valuable than if everybody else being corrupt in the eyes of God. And that's the only person that God would stay behind for. So keep that in mind. And with that, I better get back to my glass of wine because it's been a long day. And I haven't really had too much to eat, which I should. But I did have a few tostadas and some scrambled egg in the morning. So I should hold me up for a few glasses. Maybe have another tostada later or something. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, I guess I should probably think of what else I'm going to do for the next 2 minutes. I don't know. Maybe. Well, I